What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Don't forget to tell a friend to like, share and subscribe. Teddy, if you're going to be in the video, please sit up. Pay attention. Thank you. Alright guys, so for today's video I'm going to talk about my process of coming to Canada. How did I get to where I am today? Because I know that many see the glory but they don't know the story, and I know that I didn't go through what I did just to go through it. There's someone that needs to hear my story, so I'm going to tell you guys about the good, the bad, the highs and the lows. So yes, let's get into it. So I have my notebook with me because I'm gonna tell you guys the requirements, but I'm also gonna tell what was the process like for me. What did I go through? The good, the bad, the highs, the lows, just about everything that I can tell you or that I feel, okay with sharing. So let's get into that. So I first applied to Mohawk College. And by the way, when I say I mean mommy, because she did everything. So mommy, big up yourself. So I first applied on November 9th, 2015, because this program, Farm Tech, Pharmacy Technician, is a very high demand program in Canada. And just a little PSA or whatever, NB, not briefly. Farm Tech in Canada and Farm Tech in Jamaica are two different things. I know that in Jamaica you can leave from high school and become a farm tech, but in Canada you have to do 2 years of college and then do your licensing exams to officially become a registered pharmacy technician. So yes, I applied November 9th, 2015. What did she need to apply? So she had to pay a $100 application fee, she had to give in a copy of my passport, a copy of my birth certificate, and any other required documents that specific school might have. So she did all of that November 9th, 2015. Then we began to wait to hear from the school. Alright, so then we were waiting and I got the acceptance letter on March 21st, 2016. So that same time we started to apply for the student visa. So to apply for the student visa, what we needed to submit was the acceptance letter that we got from the college, financial proof, enough money, emphasis on the enough, copy of a passport, copy of birth certificate, 2 visa pictures digital, and the application fee, which was $250 Canadian at that time. By the way, how the Canadian visa system works is that whenever you apply for a visa, whichever type it is, whenever you submit your application, then afterwards you'll get a email to go and submit your biometrics, which is when you do your fingerprint, your eye scan, and I don't remember what else. And you go to one of their offices and you get that done. There's no extra charge, it's included in your application fee. I went to do the biometrics, we submitted that, and then we were just waiting on the final decision, because after biometrics it's only the final decision. Unless they require additional documents, then that's it, you don't submit anything else. So then we were just waiting afterward, and it felt like forever, but looking back at it, it wasn't that long. So we got the response in May 2016 that I was denied the visa. I didn't get the visa, sadly. And you want to know why I was so mad or sad? Because I told my mother apply to UE and UTech also, but she didn't do that and she never told me. So when me realized that no, actually I figure sit out like a year of school, I don't even want to say upset, because probably not gonna say, oh, you don't have no manners, but listen, I just wanted to keep it moving. I didn't want to sit at home and do nothing. So I was upset at that time. But anyways, delayed doesn't mean denied, and I'm going to show you guys how it all worked out for me. After we were denied, we didn't plan on reapplying in that same year because it was just too close of a window. So we decided to reapply the next year. But then one of mommy's friends, emphasis on the friends, told her that she could help me to get the student visa. Guys, long story short, she was just a scammer. Period. That's it. Long story short, she never know how to do nothing. So long story short, that's what happened. So moving on. So then we're in July 2016. I was at home chilling, regular day, because I have nowhere going. I'm not going to school, I'm not working, so I was just at home. Mommy come home and she came into the room and she said to me, I think I'm pregnant. And the mere fact that, you know how a mother usually has to comfort the child when the child gets pregnant, I was a child comforting the mom. It was funny at that time, but I was excited that, because I always wanted a sibling, especially a sister, which I did get, so I was happy that that happened. The first way how it worked out that I didn't leave for school at that time was because she got pregnant, and her being pregnant, and she would have to come home and cook and clean, and it would have been very hard on her. So guess who had to be doing all of that? Me. So yes, it all worked out that I was at home at that time and not doing anything, because I had to take on that role. So that was the first way that it all worked out, that I didn't leave for school at that time. Now we're in 2017 and it's time to reapply for the visa. I didn't have to reapply for college because I deferred my offer, so that was still valid. But guess what? Now my passport was expired and I had to reapply for that. And guess what? Had I gotten my student visa in 2016, it would have expired in 2017 also. So I'd have to pay to reapply for my renew my passport, and I reapply for the student visa. So that's money saved. So that's the second way how it worked out, because how Canada does it is, if you have a certain period in a passport, that's the amount of time you're getting for the visa. So if you have 2 months, 2 months visa, 10 years, 10 years visa, nothing more, nothing less. So that's how it worked out in the second way. Alright, so we get the new passport, we get the required documents, and then we submit again in March 2017, and then we started waiting and waiting and waiting, and we got the answer in July 2017. It was like it was just yesterday. I was in the kitchen cooking and mommy called me and she said, you got the visa. And I said, amen. It was like it was just yesterday. So good to get visa. Time to fly out now. Zine. At this point now we're looking at flights because we need to get going, you know. Things need to get done. But then I got an email from the school during that same time that I need to do a IELTS test. IELTS test. This stands for International English Language Testing System, which is, if you're a student from any other country other than Canada, you have to do that test if you're going into that program, and you have to get a certain score for each section. They have listening, speaking, and writing. So yes, but then the only available date in Jamaica was in October, and school starts in September, so that was an issue. So we told them, okay, I'm going to come to Canada and then do it in Canada, and then we can get it going from there. And they said cool. So yeah, everything's sorted out now. We book flight and we go. So one day I was here. I was trying to book a tour, because at this point now we're in Canada. I was trying to book a tour of the school, and it was saying, let me tell you guys what it said. The thing said, the message said, program full, did not confirm offer in time. They said I was not registered. So I'm like, what? Where is that to me say? So mommy start get upset. Grandma start get bringled. She said she gonna put them in a Hamilton Spectator, which is like the Gleaner or the Mirror. So guys, it was just chaos at that point. So we decided that the next day we'd go to the school bright and early because we need answers. So alright, we go to the school the next day and they said that I didn't do the test. So that's why I wasn't registered, or I don't have a seat in the program. So then we're saying, how can you say that this is all your fault? You gave us the information super late. So then them say, all right, go and do the test and then come back. We said, Zine, cool. Go they go do our test, go they mash it up, and we did have to get my seat. Period. You see me? So yes, we get the seat, that start out, on to the next step. So everything got settled. You know, mommy them go back home, and school start in September. You know, everything is going good, grades are go good, you know, just regular, nothing extra, nothing. It's just regular, it's just college, it's just school. So then I was out of school for 2 months because the professors were on strike for 2 months. So I went back to school in late December, and my semester ended early January. So then guess what now? School fee due, which is, by the way, every semester you pay roughly 8,000 Canadian dollars, and I did 2 years, so that's 4 semesters for me. So, and I think, you know, I think mommy just sent me to school by faith, because I don't know where she expected all that money to come from, but she did have a lot of faith, and she think she sent me come with a lot of faith that it will go work out. But it did work out. Just listen to see how it all worked out. So January come, school fee due. I start text mommy, said the school fee due, da 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 da. Me not get the answer I want to hear. Me want to hear say she have the school fee and it go pay ASAP, but nope. There were glitches, there were bumps, and at this point I'm getting really frustrated and stressed. Me I say, see why me didn't want to go UE? See why me didn't want, you know, it all started to come back. But she was calm as a lamb, because she just had it in her head that it will come through, it will go work out. I remember one day I was in the class sitting down, and everyone was talking about they chose their timetable, this is what they chose for this date, blah blah blah, and I couldn't choose my timetable because guess what? School fee no pay. I was the last person to choose my timetable, the last one, and I was saying, mommy, me go miss school, me can't go to school. It was just bad. But anyways, the money came through, school fee pay, on to the second semester. So at this point I'm starting to realize that there is a financial struggle where the school fee is concerned. So I started job hunting. When I said job hunt, I mean job hunt. I looked high, I looked low, I looked far, I looked near. No work. Nobody that call me. Guys, I sent out so many applications. I got denied so many times. I did so many interviews. I went to interviews where the snow was almost up to my knee. I had to be walking through the snow, and I still didn't get a call back. And I was, at one point I was feeling like I was just going to give up. I'm like, it's not like, because I'm saying if it's even $1, I want to be able to help her with that. So I needed anything that I could get at that point, and I was just feeling like, oh my God, like, you know, I wanted something to come through now, but nothing was coming through. I was searching for a job for months on months, and nothing was coming through. So this was in March of 2018. So yeah, we're in 2018, the second semester. So March 2018, I got a job at school where I was doing surveys. I would have a tablet, and I would just walk around the school and ask the student to participate in the survey, and that would pay me minimum wage, but it was, you know, anything at this point, I'm grateful. So I was doing that job to kickstart off everything, and I was grateful. I was grateful. So anyways, I was doing that job. We're in June now. I got a second job at a call center. The worst job ever. So boring. So boring. You're saying the same script for hours a day. It was the worst job, but I couldn't give up. I knew my why, and I said, no man, I have to help her, I have to push through because I need the money. And I was still doing the other job at school. You know, I was doing the 2 jobs. I would go to school in the morning and then go to call center at night. Guys, I was pushing. One day when I was going to the job at school, I saw a CSEP position. This means Campus Student Employment Program. This was for a job in the international department, and I was like, I'm going to apply, but I didn't feel confident that I would get the job, because I'm like, I'm getting declined from everybody else. Why them are going to take me, you know? Just pure negativity. So, but I still applied, and guess what? I got the call. I got the interview. The interview went good, but no, let me tell you guys, it didn't work out like that. I did the interview and I didn't hear anything for like a couple of weeks, and I was like, same thing, them not call me. But one day I got an email that they were having some issues, and that's why they had delay. But I did get the job, and I started my new job, working in an office in an AC. I made good links. God knew what he was doing. Trust me, God knew what he was doing. So I was doing that job now, and that would help me to pay off a portion of the school fee, and then mommy would get the rest. She was still having issues with her portion, you know, but still it wasn't as bad because I could help out a bit. But God came through a 3rd time, the school fee paid. So let me just say, by working in the international department also, I was able to get the post and flyer position, because no girl named big at school, because I'm doing good at my job and I'm doing good in school. So I got that position, and I felt the love during that time. It was crazy. I felt like I really needed to push and go on, because people were really out here cheering me on. People that I didn't even think would be even supporting me, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. A million times thank you. You guys don't know how much that meant to me. Thank you for even reposting it, for sending me a big up. Thank you a million times. Thank you. God knew what he was doing, trust me. In my 3rd semester now, and I never had to find a different job, because my contract for that job, they renewed it like 3 or 4 times. It was unbelievable. God knew what he was doing, and that job was so convenient for me. It was super convenient, and like, just trust God. Just trust God. He knows what he's doing. Trust me. So anyways, I'm doing that job at this point now, probably 2 days a week in total with hours, because I'm going to school. So I'm still you know, doing what I can. So anyways, we're down to like November, December, and guess what? Mommy start get weary. She now stop worrying about the school fee. So instead of I am the one worrying, she started to worry, because at this point my faith is like all the way up here, because I'm saying God would not bring me this far to leave me. He would not. He came through for me 3 times. He's definitely gonna come through the last time. I didn't doubt him one bit. And that's why I'm so grateful too that everything worked out how it did, because it made me and my mom much more closer. Now we're like this. She's everything to me. Like, I'm glad, because at that point now I'm the one that was like, you know, encouraging her, helping to pull her up. And everybody needs that at some point in their life. We can't be strong all the time. So I was encouraging her and telling her, you know, just trust God. Him gonna come through. Him now make me come all the way. Yeah, so just go back. I mean, you're crazy. I came here for a purpose. So I was trusting God and believing that he would come through for me. Long story short, one day she texts me that she find the school fee. She find a way to pay it. And I wasn't even surprised, because I'm like, duh, like, God, you know, I told you. So yeah, school fee pay off for the 4th semester, and I'm on to my final lap. So I went to Jamaica in December for probably 3 or so weeks, whatever. And I came back in January. So at this point now, graduation. So I'm like, God, you need to. Oh, by the way, what I didn't mention is that I had to leave the job at school because in my 4th semester I was doing placements where I would be working at the different pharmacies. So I couldn't do that job because I was working at the pharmacies. Well, not working because I wasn't getting any money at all. I was being there full time for $0, $0. So I was saying, God, graduation I come up, them need to go book them plane ticket, so you need to give me a job. It starts all over again. Research high, research low, no job. Nobody not call me. So here's the irony of the situation. I go to church, and on my way to church there's a pharmacy that I would always pass by, and I'm like, where is this pharmacy here? It looks so lonely. It looks like nobody even goes there. So one day, now we're in April, and my friend said to me, you need to start calling places and asking them if they have availability. So I did that. Nobody called me, and that was the last pharmacy that I called, and the guy said, yes, come for an interview. I went for the interview, and guys, I got the job. And here how it worked out, because now when I go to church on a Sunday, I can leave from church and go to work. I walk like probably 5 minutes and I'm at work. So God say, listen, me have a job set aside for you. Just be patient. You not lack nothing. Me they go work it all out for you. Just be patient and trust me. It all worked out for my good. So we're in April, and I'm doing final exams, by the way, and I'm getting ready to start the new job because I'm saying the family has to come to see me graduate. They have to see me cross the stage. I'd rather not graduate. So it was one of the hardest things I've ever done, but me push because me I say, yeah, them have to come. So me push, and at this point me start scrape little change because I wasn't working that much, probably half a day, sometimes probably once a week. So it wasn't a lot, but me save it up and me tell mommy, say, okay, this new airline came out called Soup, and I told her, okay, I would book the tickets for you guys to come up. Since they're new, only one way, and if they're good, then we book with them to go back down. So we said, alright, cool, everything set now. I was at work this Saturday that they were coming up, and I got a missed call from my stepdad, and I'm like, ooh, what could it be now? Came to realize that them almost not come. I said, devil, you're a liar. What do you mean? They said that because they only book one way, they thought that they would be like, running off. So they had to book their return ticket on spot, or they couldn't come at all. But anyways, the devil lose again. Them book them ticket and them come. So them reach graduation, keep everybody proud, because that's a big accomplishment. So yeah, we was alright, everything done now. I want to bigger and better things. The devil said, nope. You got to go. Guys, I was literally in this room one morning getting ready for work, and I felt like I do not want to be here at all. And I don't mean here in Canada, I mean here on this earth. So this morning I woke up and I felt different, and it's not good different, it's like bad different. Because when I wake up and my spirit just feel different. It's like I feel down. And I wonder what is the problem, because nothing bad now going in my life. My life is okay. It's like me just feel out of place. And I don't even know, honestly, because when I wake up, I feel down. I think this is not my usual stuff. So anyway, I lie down there. I'm gonna make breakfast. Appetite never really did it. So I said, this is really strange. And I go bed, I come back, and I done bed, and I come and get ready. It's like,
me just start cry, like, and it's not even like just tears I run, like real cry. I mean, I say, what wrong with me? Cause me not really understand. I don't know if I'm feeling lonely or I don't even know, cause I don't even feel like I want to go to work. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong. I try to figure it out, but I don't know because there's nothing wrong in my life, so I don't know why all of a sudden I feel so funny. I don't know. Maybe I need to just pray for me because I don't know what's going on with me.
I was going through it. I was in such a dark place, and I'm glad that I grew up in a Christian home to be able to realize spiritual battles, because the devil was saying that, okay, since every obstacle I put in your way, you overcome it, me gonna attack you spiritually. So me drop in my bucket, no, me reach out to my mother and me gonna play the voice note so you guys can hear. Because me I say, alright, this not normal, because me I say, this is not me, like what is going on? Like everything is going good in my life. And by the way, I know some of you guys will say the same thing, like, you know, why were you having those kind of thoughts, you know? But the devil is one person I know that doesn't discriminate at all. They could have reached like Bill Gates, they could have put it like money, they could have 2 degrees. When him say I'm gonna attack you, I'm gonna attack you, and full force too. So guys, I was going through it, but me push, me overcome, and mommy told me like, do not tell yourself anything negative, just speak life. She told me, say, don't tell yourself say you're depressed or whatever the case may be, with what in the tell you in your head, like you are much more than that. So I did that, and the 2 hours stand up in night, we fight, we pray, she pray for me, she check up on me like every day, and we overcome, and I am here today. Because trust me, nobody knew about this, nobody. She was the only one that I told, nobody. You see, and you guys would see me and think that, oh, everything is going good, that time I was going through. Sad to say, but you guys could probably be planning memorial for me next month, because the way how things were looking, it wasn't looking good at all. I didn't tell her in that way because I didn't want to scare her in a sense, but it was the truth. That's what I was really going through. But I told her in a sense that she could, you know, kind of understand, and she prayed for me. And parents, build good relationships with your children, please, because had I not have that bond with my mother, who knows what would have happened, because I wouldn't be able to tell anybody, like, you know, what's going on. But we have that bond, and I could tell her, and that's why I'm here today, because I had someone in my corner to help me, to pull me up, to cover me, to pray for me. So please build good relationships with your children. So yes, people, just stay strong and have someone in your corner that can help you in your time of need. Not just someone to sit down and chat foolishness with. Get someone that is strong in the faith, you know, that can be there when you really need them. Because the devil, when he's ready for attack, he might go attack. Trust me, he might go attack. So get someone in a corner that is strong like that. Because Jano, who would have thought that would have happened to me? I didn't know. Did you? So that should show you we should always be prepared, because we don't know when him ever attack. So just always be prepared, guys. Always be prepared. Be prepared. Always. The devil said you got to go, but God said nope, you gotta live. And I'm here today, and I'm grateful for that. So guys, that was my story. I hope it encouraged someone, and if you know someone that it will encourage, don't forget to share this video with them, because I didn't tell my story to just tell it. I told my story because someone needs to hear it, and I just want to let someone know that God has a race for you. There might be fear, distractions, fights, struggles, but he didn't put you in the race to just run the race. He put you in the race to run the race and finish that race. Run your race well. Faith over fear, courage over fearfulness. God is running with you. Don't give up. And with that being said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.